FanBoy97, Journal Entry 1. Oh, how no one understands the dark, brooding angst stirring inside my loins. I couldn't concentrate in school today. Thoughts of him distracted me from my composition writing class. How could I possibly worry about the fundamentals of English grammar? Stuff stupid when there's a tall, sexy devil stalking the spooky nights. I wish he would talk to me. I know some people would say that I'm silly pants. That he would never he would devour my soul or drive me to madness. But they don't understand him like I do. I know he wouldn't do this to me. And how could he? I'm his biggest fan. Oh, well, I suppose I'll just have to prove them all wrong. FanBoy97, Journal Entry 2. Woe is me. Must I be alone for all eternity, doomed to wander the cruel world in my misunderstoodness? I spent the entire afternoon in the cemetery after school today drawing the sacred symbol on each and every tombstone. The circle of darkness with the X of also darkness awaiting him to run into my arms. I even wore my outfit, my extra special Sailor Moon miniskirt and thigh-high socks. I must have ridden my tricycle around those gravestones 1,000 times before I ran out of high C. How could he not be enticed by me? I mean, am I not enticing? Of course I am. I must have been. Those fart faces showed up and interrupted my unholy ritual. They called me names, really mean names that cut into my soul like razors. I tried not to cry, but I could not stop myself. If you don't stop, shouldn't make fun of the black forces that dwell within me. I yelled at them before they started throwing bananas at me. Bananas that cut deeper than any black razor of blackness. I rode my tricycle home as fast as I could. On the way, I checked my Vampire Pikachu watch. It was almost 6 o'clock. My mom must have been worried sick, but then I got home and she gave me some spaghetti. Yummy! FanBoy97, Journal Entry 3. I just took a bubble bath, and now I need to check my emails for the rightful acceptance of my creepypasta submission. Let's look. Nothing! Anger and other dirty talk. How could it not be posted yet? I submitted it yesterday afternoon. How long do I have to wait for the world to see my spectacular greatness? I know that jerk-faced administrator is jealous of my uncanny ability to write epic tales of melancholy spookiness. Of course, that's what it is. Nobody could pass up my masterpiece unless they were intimidated. It was called The Grand Adventure of the Totally Badass, in no way at all homoerotic sparkly vampires. It was so awesome. I guess I'm just going to have to send that jerk a bunch of emails outlining why he's such a jerk. Then they'll all see. But it's almost 8 and I need to snuggle into bed next to my Jet the Killer body pillow. And let my dark mind of darkness take me to the ultra darkness of dreamland. FanBoy97, Journal Entry 4. I woke up from that dream again. I just had to write it down this time. It was the one where I'm lying still in my bed completely naked when the wind blows in my bedroom. Window open, and then that beautiful slender body of his floats in, hovering above me, tempting me with the prospects of sweet, sweetie passion. Come to me, my sweet princess, I say to him as he lowers himself gracefully, his black suit stretched tight across his loving form. Do you know how long I've been waiting for you? I ask him. He never says a word. Oh, that strong and silent type, aren't you? I whisper into his ear. Balls should be. That's okay. I continue in the most seductive voice I can manage. You don't have to say a thing. I pulled on his necktie, pulling his faceless face against mine. Then we start making out, and it was sexy. Then, after like an hour, I whispered back into his earballs, how about you take off that suit and show me what those tentacles can really do? When I woke up, my sheets were all sticky. FanBoy97 Journal Entry 5. Oh my god! I don't even know how to explain it. But after that hot, sticky dream, I just couldn't go back to sleep. So I kinda just stayed awake and sent 50 complaints to that jerk-faced administrator. When I got this sense, a most arousing sense at that, I got this feeling that I need to look out my window. And when I did, it was it. It was him. Slender Man was watching me from across the street. I knew it was him at once. He's impossible to mistake. The tall, thin body in that most fabulous of suits. He was standing there, motionless, expressionless, beckoning to me. Oh, shit! I better get back to the window. He's still out there, and I need to press my bare nipples against the glass to keep him interested. I'll come back later to write how I went. Oh God, I feel as giddy as a schoolgirl. At the genealogist. Next day, Officer Stinson is standing at the scene of a crime. His partner, Officer Drake, approaches him with a cup of coffee in each hand. So, what in the hell and hootenanny happened here? Asks Drake as he glances over the carnage up high in a tree section of a yellow hazard tape is the body of a young boy, his torso impaled on one of the many jagged branches on the ground below him. There are several plastic bags filled with what it is assumed to be some boy's organs. They include eyes, kidneys, livers, pancreas, gallbladder, and several fingers. Officer Stinson hands his partner a piece of paper covered in blood. We found this nailed to a tree, says Stinson to Drake. I think you know what it means. Drake reads the note, each letter spelled out in crimson. No means no, Drake reads aloud. Great good galley, Mugali. Not another one of these sickos. Must be the third one this year. And it does explain why the kid up there is wearing a dress. Officer Stinson looks back up into the tree. The boy is in fact still wearing his Sailor Moon outfit. Yeah, says Stinson. We're dealing with one twisted pervert here, all right. He checked this kid's journal earlier this morning. It looked like he was getting ready to try and date rape Slender Man. Drake shakes his head in disgust. Sweet zombie Jesus! Kids these days messing around on the interwebs thinking that it couldn't happen to them. Then all of a sudden, Old Slendy gets him. Sick and tired of being sexually harassed. Can anyone blame him for resorting to this? Stinson looked down at his feet with a somber look on his face. No, I don't think anyone really can. But we gotta look at it this way. At least for now, we can take comfort in knowing that this nightmare is finally over. Just then, the boy in the tree coughs out a spattering of blood. Why? Why don't you love me? He chokes out. Without hesitation, Officer Drake and Stinson pull their sidearms from their holsters, emptying the clips into the whining fanboy. When the dust settles, Stinson looks back to Drake. Okay, now it's over.